Okay, I think I'm live. I'm going for my phone. I hope making all the type of robot noises. So everything is going to be changed for this live. I'm so sorry, guys. I have to set up my tripod and everything, and try at the same time go back and erase the other stuff so nobody views them or horrible messed up videos. Thank you everybody for being so patient. Okay, as you can see right now, if you're just joining me, I'm holding my phone because this is my third try. Huh? It's right here. Jada, could you set up my tripod for me? My daughter's going to set up my tripod for me. The way the live stream was going to go before, you know how I switch back and forth between the camera and the screen and show you what's going on? All you have to do is drop the bottom legs. There we go. So, but thank you for hanging in there with me. So let me close some of this stuff up behind me. Actually, you guys can look at the up my nose for 2 seconds. Okay. Myra says we're back and I can hear you so much better. All right. Thank you so much, sugar darling. My daughter just got me my tripod, and gotta twist this to tighten it up. All right. We got this kind of all worked out for now. Maybe I'm just going to go live from my phone from now on because it's going to be so much easier. So, oh, Gloria Jordan, thanks for sending me the happy mail. I got it. If you watched the first video before my voice went robotic, I sent you a big thank you for sending me happy mail, and those happy mail, and those masks were absolutely gorgeous. All right, let me get into the topic of today. I'm going to try to do my best right now since I don't got the technology to show you all the things that I was going to talk about creating with scrap yarn because I no longer have the pictures. So I'm maybe going to try to switch around so you can see my computer screen with my phone. I'll see what I can do. My room is not set up for this tripod. I'm trying to move my cable over as we speak so I don't drop stuff. This is such a chaotic mess. All right. So we are going to talk about, I was talking about being stuck in a house and not being able to shop since this whole social distancing thing and all stores are shut down. You cannot buy the things that you want to buy because I'm a yarnaholic. I've been a lot better. But if I want a new project to make, I don't have the yarn. So today we're going to talk about how we can reuse the stuff we have right here. Ravenheart said vodka. Girl, my heart, I don't do vodka anymore. You guys, you know I love my wine. I never have coffee or tea in here. I'm always sipping on a cup of something. And my box that I'm drinking from today, we got some Moscato, which is absolutely delicious. So that's what I'm going to be sipping on in my cup here today. So, first, if you're before you get into any of your crafty ideas, I suggest you take inventory. And before you do take any of your inventory, I suggest getting yourself a little yarn winder. Because if you're like me, you have a big pile of scrap yarns that you toss into a bag and eventually get all wrapped up and tied in the knots. This is a lifesaver. It also makes me feel like any yarn that I have is brand new. These are not expensive. This thing I actually reviewed on one of my Littlejohn yarn reviews. I got this from Wish for like, I don't know, $10. It took 8 years to get to me, but it is the cheapest little thing. All you do is hook it onto the table and wind it up, and it makes these little cakes like so. All right, so we got our yarn winder. You can find that on Amazon. I got a link down below for any of those. Just so you know, any links that are in the description box are affiliate links. So if you click on it and buy something, I will get a tiny commission back from that sale. All right, so now, this is weird because I planned on showing you this with my camera. Jesus, somebody donated. have to ask, how did you name your channel? Also, thank you for everything that you do for us. You know what, Diana? Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it so much. You gave me a heart attack. For anybody that doesn't know, usually my camera is set up different. When somebody donates through Super Chat, you'll see a little dollar below or on the side of your screen. For $4 and $4.99 and down, the disco light will go off. For $9.99 and down, the bubbles and disco light will go off. For $10 and up, the balloon, the bubbles, and the disco light will all go off at the same time, and 9 times out of 10, give me a heart attack. But thank you so much for donating. So, how did I come up with my name? You can thank my husband. I married a Littlejohn. That's my last name, Alicia Littlejohn. When I was thinking, like, what's going to be my business name? And I'm not that creative. Crochet is yarn, so Littlejohn's yarn. I remember when I first married my husband, I did not want to change my last name. I did not like his name. It was kind of, look, people are like, Littlejohn, where's that? I'm like, I don't know, it's a family name. But I grown to love it. My maiden name is actually Brown. I couldn't imagine my business being called Brown Yarns. I mean, it could have worked, but I just like Littlejohn Yarn so much better. But little heart attack. So now I'm going to show you what my scrap yarn looks like. So you can shop in your own bin. My scrap yarn bin is not completely neat, so when I show you this, it's still a little messy. I do this probably like once a year on going through my yarn. I probably should do it a lot more. But like I said before, this is my first time working live through my phone, so I'm going to see if I can turn the camera around so you can look the opposite way. What does this do? Ooh, that takes pictures of me. I don't want that. Swap. Okay, there you go. Now you can look at my big old pile of yarn. My camera's a little bit dirty. I need to clean that. So usually when this is all done, these are all nice little cakes all over the place. So I'm usually able to like go into my stash and find things so quickly. So I'm like, ooh, do I need black? I have a little bit of black yarn. I'll look here, or blue or purple or so forth. But as you can see, it's time to redo some skeins of yarn, even hidden in random spots. I have like bags of yarn. I'm sure a lot of you have that. So yes, it's going to be work for me to get through this, but I'm going to get there. Okay, back to me. Oh, yeah, you said you finally found me. Thank you for coming back and joining me. It's a lot of chaos. I'm on my phone right now. But once you gathered all your yarn that you're going to gather up for a project, make sure you're separating it by weight and material. Like you want to work cottons with cottons and acrylic with acrylics. But sometimes, you know what, if you want to switch it up, combine anything you want to make something really creative and unique. Okay, let's see what else I was going to go on to. Let's hop into the comments. I haven't hopped in there in seconds. Now my comments disappeared. There they are. Chrislyn said, I've got about 10 toasts the same size of yarn. Yep. What else? How do I get the comments on here? Here we go. Evelyn, hi. There's my name. Wait, hi. Hi there. My name is Evelyn, and I'm watching you from Saccharin, PA, under lockdown. I'm from PA too. We're all locked down right now, so that's a pretty much pain in the butt. I think my family is going stir crazy a little bit, but not to the point that you think. We're all naturally homebodies, but I have an incoming call. I'm not gonna never work with this on my. I don't know what number that was. I answered it was on live, so never mind. But everybody's pretty locked down and going crazy right now, but yet they don't want to get outside. Son, hold on for a second. Son, why don't you go build some Legos, or instead of just sitting there looking sad? Okay. I've been trying. Right here in Pennsylvania, it is an absolutely gorgeous day. The skies are blue, barely any clouds, and it's a wonderful temperature. And my 8-year-old son, I'm like, you know what? I'm about to go for a live stream. Why don't you go outside and jump on a trampoline? I have a beautiful yard. I'm like, why don't you run around and dig a hole? He's like, I don't want to. I'm like, Isaac, that's his name. I'm like, go outside for 10 minutes and read your tablet. Look at your tablet outside if you want to. He's like, I'm scared. There's a bee outside. And it got to the point where I ended up arguing with an 8-year-old just to kick him out of the house. Like, listen, son, you need to go get some sunshine soon, right now. So unfortunately, he lost his TV for 15 minutes just because he was too afraid to go outside because he's seen a bee. But after this whole live, I'm going to take my son outside to get some sunshine. I even tried to get my daughter to go outside and get some sunshine. Well, at least she had a better excuse than my son. She's in college right now, so therefore she's coming up on finals week. She has a 15-page paper due. I'm like, you haven't seen the sun since like 1902. Why don't you sit on the porch and do some of your work? You know, she made it on the porch for about 5 minutes. Then she came in. She's like, Mom, I can't. I'm too distracted. I can't hear kids screaming outside. I hear the lawn being mowed and all this other stuff. So, oh, we gave up on that one. So everybody is still in the house. All right, so I'm going to talk about some items you could make during this lockdown with scrap yarn projects. This is going to take me a second to look up some of the things on my computer because I am not set up for my phone, but we are going to get this. Here we go, playlist. So what are some of the things you guys are making right now during your lockdown? Are you creating any like scrap yarn projects yourself? Oop, I found it. So, go see if I can drop my camera down and switch it around. Please ignore the dirtiness of everything in this room right now. Like I said, this live stream was not set up to be used with my phone. But I'm going to go to my own scrap yarn projects and show you some of the things that I was made on mine. So excuse all the commercials. Typically I have these set up so the commercials are not showing. Let's skip that. My first one is not this video. It's face scrubbies. I'll usually have like leftover yarn scraps from making washcloths or whatnot. So these leftover scraps are always so small. What in the world could you possibly make with them? These are like a 3-row face scrubby made with what is it? The puff stitch. That's it, in a circle. All I did was add a little strap across the side. Super cute. I've given these in gifts to other people and they love it. Like non-crocheters think this is like one of the most magical things, like, ooh, this is so fancy. So definitely a great project to make for getting rid of some of that scrap yarn cotton. Here we go. And for my ladies and gentlemen who love to drink, and you know I do, the crochet wine glass holder. This is something you can like wear around your neck. Let's see. I'm not trying to put on the volume so you can hear me yip yap behind the scenes. Do I have it on pause? Is it playing? Do. There we go, the wine glass holder. This is something you can wear around your neck and be hands-free for when you're drinking wine. I know that's absolutely crazy, and yes, I should know how to hold my own like wine glass, but it's like a great party conversation starter, and people are like, oh my goodness, where did you get that? That is so cute. Let's see if I have another up-close picture of this. I'm just talking about the yarn. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is the crochet buttons. If you're anything like me, you've never had, I have a big pile of like buttons. Let me switch around to my face. I have like this big container full of buttons that I have, but whenever I go to make like a crochet something that needs matching buttons, none of my buttons match. It is the most annoying thing in the whole entire world. So being able to make your own buttons in whatever color that you want is, I don't know, wonderful, because like I said, I never have buttons. So let me show you the crochet buttons. Yay, no commercial, just pop right up. There we go. Super simple. When I made these buttons, all you have to do is you pretty much, I think you wrap yarn around your finger so many times and you turn that around so it's like the donut's facing you and you're single crocheting around that newly formed donut. And then you make 2 rows around that newly formed donut just to make super quick buttons. I've used these on purses before. Oh, I wonder if I can find the purse that I used it on. Crochet. No, I better look at my own stuff. I won't be able to find. I don't think I optimized that one pretty good. Your channel. Videos. Search. BAG. BF. Nope, I can't spell it. 8G. 8G. We're going to get the spelling. Which one did I use it on? Up this one right here. Can you see that big old button on it? I absolutely love this purse. When I first created this pattern, I didn't think anybody would really care that much about it. But I guess it was a pretty successful pattern. A lot of people have created this. 80,000. I get so amazed. But this button makes the whole purse come together. I couldn't have bought a button like that. A button that size and large would be super expensive. All right, let's get back into the playlist. All right, the next one that we are going to be looking at is the Crochet Summer Headband. This can be used in as little as like, I don't know, 60 yards of yarn. Easy as pie. Let's take a look at that. Let's hope a commercial doesn't pop up. Do. There's the headband. I think this is called the arcade stitch. It's just loops crocheted upon each other to make the cutest, simplest headband. This is one of my favorite ones. I've made it so many times to match so many different outfits. And you know what? Like I said before, what maybe like 60 yards of yarn, not even? So simple. All right, let's take a pause and back to my mug again. Uh, this is so weird. So I'm going to hop into the comments and talk with you guys for a second. I'm still frazzled from not having all my equipment working right now. And I'm not able to see like all the comments. Let me see if I can pull up another YouTube page on the opposite so I can type along to the comments on the side at the same time. But I need a break. Not a break from you guys, but from that computer, I need a sit break. And I want to chit chat with you, and I can't read like the comments on my phone. They pop up and disappear so quickly that I can't even like see it. Okay, now I'm going to be able to be in the comments. Woohoo! Here we go. Iris Jenkins. Hadn't seen your purse before. I'm going to have to make one. Yes, and that one's super easy. Oh, and there's like a yarn hack that I do with that where you take worsted weight yarn and you turn it into bulky weight yarn. Somebody told me that proper name, the crochet or yarn name for it is Navajo knitting, Navajo something. If you guys know what it is, actually I can probably show you with some yarn in my yarn scrap yarn thingy. Where you take, let me get this. When you take one strand of yarn, let's say you make a slip knot. There's your slip knot. When you pull the loop long and fold it over, now you'll be working with 3 strands of yarn. And it's just like crocheting with bulky yarn. So what's the proper name for that? I forget exactly what it is, but I have a video for that somewhere down in my tutorial bin, my library. Barbara Ross, I am waiting for another series for scrap yarn projects like you did before. No, I want to do one so bad because that last one, the audio in the intro video, the other videos were good, but the intro video was like very muffled. I didn't know how to work with like the microphones yet, but now I'm a lot better with that. Hopefully during this quarantine, I can find some time. I know a lot of people have a lot of time, but if you're like still working, an essential worker, or you're even working from home and you have small kids, you know how hard it is to find time. I'm one of those people who are a dedicated worker. I have a routine. I have like an Excel sheet posted on my wall in 15 minutes increments. So I know exactly what I'm doing at all hours of the day because you never get back time, so I want to use all my time efficiently. But this corona threw a monkey wrench in my whole schedule, and I haven't even filmed a video. So what I want to do now is focus on more lives. Luckily don't involve as much like planning as creating patterns and sending out the testers and all that other stuff. And I want to start doing interviews during my lives. That'll be entertaining because I want us. If you're ever watched me before, I'm the type of person that likes to teach other people about business. I think anybody who wants to crochet and wants to make this career can, and I try to give you as many tips as I can on how I'm making money. On my blog, I give you monthly income reports on how much I'm making and all these other things and all my tips and techniques. Hopefully, I can bring other people onto the show. Hint, hint, gesture, gesture. Barbara Whisper Crochet, link down below. Hopefully, she'll be one of my first people to be on interview during a live. So, and if you guys are also business people, let me know. I would love to interview too. And it would make for a much more interesting live than just looking at my face all the time. All right. Brown Bee, I really like that purse. It has the colors of the flag from my country, Honduras. Hello from all the way over in Honduras, in United States, little town in Pennsylvania. Here we go. Whisper SDI, whenever you want. I'm excited. So it'll be official. She will be my very first guest on Littlejohn Yarns. And another hint, hint, gesture, gesture to Reggie. I would love to have you on my show live or whatever. That would be so awesome. I would appreciate it so much. She is an excellent YouTuber, and she has her own little Etsy shop. She's created these awesome little kits. I wish I would have pre-linked it down, but they're surprise crochet kits. You know, you order it and you get surprised to see what's inside. And I've seen all these reviews on her Etsy page where people are just saying this is so amazing and they love it. I would love to do something like that. Maybe she can teach us on how to become an entrepreneur like she does. Hint, hint, Reggie, I would love you on Littlejohn Yarns. Deanna says, thank you, Alicia. Greatly appreciate all your tutorials and the time you spend with us. Thank you so much. Oh, Diane said, love your hair. I think you guys might have seen this haircut a while ago, but during this lockdown, I was just tired of hair, so I wanted to cut a little bit of it off, but thank you so much. I'm not the greatest cutter. I know the basics of cutting hair. I went to cosmetology a long time ago when I was in high school, but I can remember the basics. I would like somebody to cut all of this up. Creatively created crochet. Hey, Mrs. Littlejohn, your work is amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, just seeing Classy Kim. She says, hi, Alicia and my fellow yarnies. I was just talking about you, Alicia, so watch my video that I just uploaded. I love you and what you're doing to YouTube. Thank you so much. This is another wonderful crochet YouTuber. I always say she's like the crochet glue of the community. She's always there to promote other crocheters and whatever they're doing, YouTube or blogs or creating patterns. She's always there to lift you up in your spirits and encourage you on your way. So definitely check out Classy Kim. Okay, what else am I missing? Myra. She says, I want to get myself started in the Spanish version, hoping to get lots of information from you. It scrolled up on me. I've never YouTube or put anything out there before. You know what? Don't be afraid. That's a lot of problems with a lot of people who want to learn how to make money during this. They're afraid the people that they know will make fun of them or think that it's stupid. The people that would make fun of you, they probably won't even take the time to watch your channel. It's not about them. Your target audience isn't your cousin down the street or isn't even your mother. Your target audience is people like me and you who like to crochet and would love more information. So don't be afraid to do this. The hardest part is pressing record, but the first recording is going to be bad. But once you do it as many times as I have, I think I've officially recorded over 200 and something videos. I hit that amount this year, so never imagine years when I imagine I've created so many videos, but now is natural. Even being live with you right now, I tell this story all the time. That's why I started drinking online. I mean, online. That sounds so horrible and sad. But that's why I had a little bit of liquid courage in my cup when I first went live, because I was just so scared. The very first time, my stomach hurt. I was like, so, but I knew it was something I wanted to do to get myself out there. So I just pressed record, and when that light came on, I'm like, there's no turning back. I'm even shocked right now with how horrible the beginning of this live went and everything messing up. I was just going to shut it off. I'm like, I'm done. I'm not going to do this. I'm so mad at this live. I'm glad I tried something else. I'm like an old dog that doesn't like to do new tricks. Once I learn a certain way, I don't want to do other things. Like, I even edit my videos still on my phone, where other YouTubers are editing their videos on their laptops. I tried, but I'm like, no, I'm just going to keep doing it on my phone because it's so much easier. It's when I know it's my learning curve. I don't want to stretch it. So I do everything on my phone, but I need to venture out. Okay, where are we at in the chat? Carrie says, question, how can I use my phone to record a small video of teaching the basics of crocheting? Okay, I'm going to show you what I have. Please don't look at the background of my house. That's probably, since I said that, you're going to look at the background of my house. But, because usually I'll record from this side. This side makes me look like I have a craft room that's magnificently upkept, but this is the cleanest corner of my house. But I'm going to show you exactly how I record mine. I'm going to turn my camera around. As you can see right here, this is my tripod. And when I record a video, I turn it over the table, turn my tripod down, place it there, and I crochet over top of my hands. Simple as that. When I first started, I had such a janky rig put together. I had these two tripods tied to each other, one going over my shoulder. It was nuts. So I just said, why don't I, what's it called? Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. I just put it between my legs, and I used like a nice plain background, because nobody wants you to, you've seen all this junk on my table. Nobody wants to see that junk when you're crocheting or trying to create something. So I use a poster board, and the poster board acts as my plain white background, so all my videos look crisp and clean, like I'm creating in this pristine white studio, which you guys are in on a secret. You've seen the mess of my table. Oh. Okay, Whisper SD, she said the link to the pages is not in the video description. Oh no. Okay, my bad. It's not going to be in this video description because this is the third restart of my live. So I'm going to try to go into my other videos, copy and paste, and get all these links from the others once it's uploaded. So sorry about that. Because I tried to preload all my videos and it just didn't work out. All right, let's see what else is going on in the chat. Okay. Okay, Mary says it's called Navajo Stranding, and go to YouTube and it'll show you how to do it. I actually have a tutorial on it, but I didn't call it, I just said like yarn hack because I couldn't figure out the word for it. But thank you for the proper name. Charlotte, I recently watched one of your live streams. I take it you didn't get a cat yet. No, I didn't, but I decided me and my husband are going to redo our house. I'm just going to just get rid of my yarn because this is not a craft room. This is actually a living room that I've taken over as my craft room. But we're going to redo our basement, and I'm going to relocate my yarn to a... Yay, we have a donation. Who donated? Oh, let me press the button first. I missed it. Let me scroll. It is Lori Murphy. I missed you so much. So glad you're back. I missed you too. She is one of my OGs. She's usually here for most of my live streams. Sometimes, like I said, I get nervous when I do a live streams, but when I see some of the regulars like Lori and of course Reggie, hey, my daughter's here. She says, my daughter's the one that says Jada Brown. So we're getting a cat. You guys need to stop asking questions so my daughter can watch me behind the scenes online. Daughter, I thought you said you were doing your homework. Why are you watching me on your live? She was telling me how she has this 15-page paper that she has to do, but she's watching her mom's YouTube's live. No, I'm not going to talk bad about you. Jada Brown, she said, you can't get away from me. I love you very much. And she walked around the corner. One thing, the last live, successful live that I did, and I wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you so much for, was around my daughter's birthday. You guys, all the donations from that live went directly to my daughter.
Thank you.
Can you hear it one more time, Jada?
Thank you.
She says thank you. You guys donated 92 or gifted $92 to my daughter for her birthday. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. And she was so shocked. She's like, really? They don't even know me. But, oh, what else? I lost all train of thought. Let me get into the comments. Deanna says, gotta love our kids. Okay, hopefully, well, back to what we were talking about, cats, now that she's all in the grown-ups business. I would like to get one. I'm probably going to give in and get a cat. But don't tell the son. I'm going to be quiet about it. At least he's not listening.
Your son heard you.
You heard me too? They all heard me.
As soon as you said the C word, I heard in his room.
Okay, there's no secrets kept here. Children. Angela Prescott says, my daughter just got her daughter the cutest little kitten. She is black. Her name is Kiwi. I think you need a kitten. I know. We will. And now the cat's out the bag. That now my family knows. Oh, Crochet. I started my own channel because of you. No, I'm going to have to check that out. Congratulations. And you know what? Don't give up. Make sure you research SEO. Search engine optimization. You can have the best channel in the whole entire world, but if somebody can't type something up into the search and you pop up on the first page, you might as well be on the last page because nobody's looking past page 2 and 3 if they really can't find what they're looking for. Oh, Gregory Stitch! Oh! Here's 10 more. Woo! Something broke! Thank you so much, Gregory Stitch. Oh, Jada, you had a happy belated $10 birthday.
Thank you so much.
And you kids, close your doors so you can't listen to me talk on the live stream. So I can talk about my business. Okay, Mr. Gregory Stitch, you are another person I wouldn't mind once I learn how to do this. I'm looking over at the screen as if you're over here. Let me look at the camera. Gregory Stitch, if you don't mind, I'll probably inbox you. I want to start interviewing other crochet entrepreneurs, people to join me on my live stream, the chit chat. It makes live streams a lot easier for me also. But you are one of the most talented crocheters I've ever seen. His work cannot be copied. I wish I had all this stuff prepped up before so I can bring up some of the things that he's created. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I would love to interview you and talk about your own personal yarn hustle. Okay. Who else? Homespun Fun. We have, scrolled up on me. We have 2 sister kittens and I love them together. I highly suggest getting 2. They play together and they are adorable interacting with each other. They make me so happy. Mr. Robbie Jinks, no secrets kept here either. What's in the bag, Daddy? Here we go. Okay. I am going to put this in the description. Keep my son. I don't want you guys to donate money to my son or anything like this. But I'm in the description box. If you guys don't mind, I would like maybe, because he's upset he can't get his own birthday party. So I was thinking maybe if you guys can send a birthday card. I'm going to try to, as we speak right now, put my P.O. box in the description box. Let's see if we can do that. It is, there we go, Alicia Littlejohn, P.O. Box 274. Give me a second. Like I said, I'm usually prepared. West Newton, PA. 15089. Okay, I put that in there. All right, now it should automatically pop back up in the description box below. If you can, guys, if you want to, send them a happy birthday card. I guess I should have put it under Isaac Littlejohn. Let me, so he feels special. Uh-oh. Undo changes. So he can have his own personal mail. Isaac. I spelled my own son's name wrong. And save. So, like I said, he's been locked up. There's no birthday party. He's turning the big 9. You know, he only has one more year to have his age on his finger. He's almost a 2-digit young man. So if you would like to send him a birthday card to say hello. Oh, when is his birthday? His birthday is, oh, I'm talking loud. His birthday is May 27th. That's when his birthday is. How do I get back to my live stream so I can see the chat? There we go. All right, now I can hop back into the chat and get back into this. I'm also going to try to get back into the other cool crochet items that you can make. I'm not going to show you some more of the screens, but I'm just going to talk about some of the things you can make for scrap yarn. Sandals. These probably took me, I don't know, I would say 25 minutes to make, not even. But these are not my favorite kind of crochet sandals to make because I can't stand trying to poke holes into these shoes. People online make it seem like it's the most easiest thing you can do is just poke holes into your sandals and then you can just crochet onto them. To prepare for this tutorial, which is an easy tutorial, but I murdered at least 3 pair of rubber flop sandals. So I did come up with a tutorial where you can crochet completely over top of your sandals so you don't have to worry about poking holes in anything. Let's see if I can find it. Crochet sandals. And it doesn't take much yarn at all. Yay, I found it on the first search. Let's turn this bad boy around. Flippity flip. There we go. It's this one right here. Flip-flop for your crochet projects. Can you hear it? I don't know. The right place. I'm Littlejohn Yarns, and today we'll be creating these no-sew crochet flip-flops. Let's hop into the materials. Well, you don't need another materials. I'll give you 3 material options. But this pattern, I'm trying to pull up the picture. There's the picture. All I did, you see the little V part for your flip-flops? You just crochet around the base and around and around and around your foot. Simple as that. No need to be jamming holes and stabbing your finger. That is the worst. Can't stand it. Back to me. The top of my nugget. Okay, guys. I didn't mean, that's actually my, we have TheaterNet. I didn't mean to switch the camera back around. It's supposed to be back to me. But that screen behind me, we have a projector and we have movie nights here. We're just trying to make this quarantine as entertaining as possible. So movie nights is a part of it. Whew. Sip, y'all. Okay, what's going on? Tall Kid Chit. Chit, would Jesus rock those? I think he would. Gigi the Crochet Queen says, I made a few of these sandals and wear them often. I think you were one of my pattern testers who did one of that. So thank you so much. And I think, because in my tutorial, I use a number 3 weight yarn. Didn't you use number 4 and they still turned out gorgeous? Okay, Cindy, oops, both are fixed and they play together. The funny thing is that my male was completely declared all 4 paws when I adopted him. He's my escape artist while my nearly 3-year-old more. Let me see. Okay. Iris says, I have a hard time poking holes into them sandals too. Yeah, you know what? Don't poke holes in it. Just crochet around the strap. My design is not like the most creative thing in the whole entire world. It was just out of necessity and like, I needed something else. Well, actually, I think I was inspired by another crocheter online. She was one of my pattern testers. She made something like it, and so you don't think I'm like copying somebody and taking their pattern away from her. I love what she created. I messaged her. It's like, I absolutely love your pattern. Can I adapt it and make it my own? And she said, oh, sure, go ahead. So that's how that started, also. Okay. So, since everything is out of order and not working as usually would, we can chat about anything right now. One of my favorite things to chat about is business, crochet business, and making money. So you can shout out any of your questions you have for those. Another topic I love to talk about, of course, is yarn. And think of any topics you guys would like to talk about and list it down in the comments section. I'm trying to think what else was a project that I had on my list that I don't feel like turning around the camera to show you. Ooh, crochet chokers. Well, back in the 90s when I was young, I used to absolutely love crochet chokers. I have a crochet choker tutorial. Of course, try to Google it. Hopefully, I come up in the first page. It is a simple pattern that takes very little yarn, and I don't use any type of special clasp. You can if you want to. I just did a simple chain for the back and tied it, and it was simple as that. What else is a good one? Granny square pillows. These are one of my favorites. You can go like into my craft yarn bin and just choose any yarn. My grandmother had so many of these. She used to make the granny square pillows. They weren't even pillows, but she used to make them for the seat covers also, just in that square shape, because she wouldn't want to spend a lot of money always buying yarn. So she would make these completely colorful, loud pillows to go everywhere. When I was young, I used to think it was so tacky, but now I just think they are the most awesome thing and the quickest stash buster to make. What else? And of course, crochet blankets, especially in a granny stitch. Just round and around and around till you run out of yarn, and around till you run out of yarn again. I don't have any. I got a crochet granny square pillow over there. I could turn her. It needs a good washing though. There's my granny square pillow. The yarn's all coming out. Oh, I just see something. Evans just says, "How do I come?" Whoops, I lost it. How do you become a pattern tester? Usually for me, I select pattern testers from my own Facebook group. I usually have the link down below. I'm going to try to get all these links in the description box after this video if I can remember what to put in. But I have my own Facebook group. You can go into Facebook, type in a search, Littlejohn's, apostrophe S, yarn, and you'll find my Facebook group. I think it's called Littlejohn's Addy and Crochet. And whenever I come out with a new pattern, I'll go to my group members first and ask if anybody would like to volunteer to test one of the pattern. And that's it. And you can probably do that with any other crocheter that you know, because a lot, or you can go into Ravelry and you can pattern test for that, because a lot of crocheters put their stuff out there and ask for pattern testers. Okay. Oh, Iris Jenkins said also the snood you made. Oh, you're right. That is an excellent scrap yarn project. Snoods. Usually, if anybody knows me, I love that. This is more 1940s, but I love that classic 1950s. I like the cat's eye glasses and things like that. Actually, I don't have mine on today because I misplaced them. But a snood is something where it's like a knit that goes around the bottom of your hair and it holds it there. It's absolutely gorgeous. Google crochet snood. Hopefully, I'll pop up, and it is such a cute hair thing. It's like cuter than pulling your hair just back into a ponytail. Well, I can't wear it anymore now because I don't have any hair to pull back into a snood. Okay, here we go. Sherma. She says, my coworkers ask me to make things often. I make an item, but I feel weird about telling the price. Folks tend to be like, dang. Then I say like $20 for a scarf and gloves. Any questions? $20 for a scarf and glove is definitely not enough. I always say crochet is a craft of love. I was always grown up when my grandma, she's the one who taught me how to crochet. And she gave away crochet like was nothing. Every time a baby was born, she would create a crochet blanket, and people began to expect this. And since it was always given freely, a value was never put on it. Does that make sense? So therefore, when I started crocheting, I'm like, I'm making a crochet hat. It's $35. They're like, I'm not paying $35 for a crochet hat. I'm like, but you'll pay $35 for something that you've seen at Walmart that was not well made. Crochet is the only craft that can't be replicated by machine. You can have a knitting machine, you can have a sewing machine, but you can't have a crochet machine. Each stitch is made by hand. And personally, $35 is not even enough for a hat, but truly, I know people won't pay for it. But when you find your target audience, they will pay for it. But you're going to go through a lot of, I'm not going to pay for that. That's too expensive until you do find those people. You're just going to have to learn how to market yourself online, on Facebook, on Instagram. You'll find your market. You just have to put yourself out there for those people to find you. Okay, let's see. Tall Ken says, give away the yarn that you hate as a gift to a novice crocheter person. That is a great idea. I can say I'm selfish when it comes to yarn. My coworker, she just learned how to crochet, and I'm like, no, what? She doesn't have any yarn. Let me give her some of my yarn. And I have a plethora of yarn. Like, you can't see, but there's yarn behind me, yarn over here. There's another case of yarn over here. There's totes over here. There's totes in the bathroom. There's totes in the attic. I got a lot of yarn. And I was going through my yarn like, what can I give her? I don't think I have anything I can give her. Then I realized I'm a yarn hoarder. I have issues. There is more than enough yarn. I've done so many live streams this year, and I bet guaranteed this is the same exact background that I've used because I have not used any of these yarns. These are the yarns where I'm like, these are so pretty. I might use it for something, but I don't know what I can use it for. I have like yarn sections like this is the yarn for a potential project. The only yarn, the most yarn I use is this like scrap yarn bin. I just got some beautiful yarn from Barbara Whisper Crochet. Where did I put it if you guys were just getting to me? Where did I put it? Oh, banana biscuits. Oh, I hope you guys seen my pants. I usually I looked into the camera and I see my butt. I'm like, oh Lord. I dress from the top up like I'm a newscaster, and down below is like sweatpants down. But she just sent some beautiful yarn. I hope I find it before this live stream is over. And it's so absolutely gorgeous. And I'll probably think forever, like, what I'm going to make with this. What I'm going to make with this. Oh, Gregory Stitchy says, not banana biscuits. I work my day job. I work with children. I've been working with children my whole entire life. So therefore, I've always learned how to use substitute bad words. So I don't really swear that at, but often. So I'll say sugar biscuit, all type of sugar honey iced tea. That's one of my favorite ones. So sorry for catching me talk all that weird stuff. Ravenheart. So my cat likes you. He was watching you intensely as if he knew everything you were talking about. Know what? You got a smart cat. Maybe he did. Maybe he's like, know what? I want to crochet too. I need some yarn in my life. Okay, here we go. Let me scroll down. Brenny815. I stopped giving crochet gifts to everyone. Support crochet artists like you support celebrities and big box stores. I know. I think we work so much harder than the average crafter. They think to if anybody else was to make a hat, a knit, well, actually, if you knit by hand, those stitches are so small. But let's say we'll go into machine knitting or people who sew. Yes, those are difficult tasks, but the amount of time it would take me to crochet a pair of pants, if you Google Gregory Stitch, he has this beautiful dress that was like completely purple. This was hearted up front and it like bloused down. Gorgeous. If I was to like pay for that dress, I would say $10,000. This thing is gorgeous. The amount of work that went into it, people don't understand, but yet people buy a wedding gown that cost 1,000 and something dollars, and nowhere near as much work went into what he did with that crochet dress. Okay, Whisper SDI, Alicia, Reggie's computer crashed. Mod me for a bit until she gets back. Hmm, let's see if I can multitask. You know what? We'll just hope nobody says anything perverted. The reason why I have moderators in a group is live streams just pop up into anybody's, like highly promoted on YouTube. So it'll pop up in anybody's notification. And sometimes there's live stream predators who just pop up and say the most random thing in the whole entire world. Usually the most inappropriate things. So that's why we need a moderator usually. So if you see a perv, just ignore him. I'll try to catch him if I can. But with Barbara, I'll try to moderate you in for later because I'll have to go into my background screen and it's just like a lot of work. Here we go. But I hope Reggie comes back. Idle Yarn Tube. Thanks for suggesting suggestions, folks. Might look at making stuff to donate to homeless folks. Good idea. I'm a novice, by the way. I get upset when people say they're a novice or they're just a beginner crocheter and they've been crocheting for like, even if you've been crocheting a month, if you know the basic 4 stitches, if you know how to chain, single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet, you can make anything you want. All you need is a good pattern. Learn those 4 stitches and you can make anything. Those 4 stitches can create a zigzag, can create a shell, can create pineapples. It's on how you put those together. So don't call yourself a novice. You might be an expert and don't even know it. You just have to find a good pattern creator to follow along to. Chris Lynn Sky. I don't sell mine. I give to those who are crochet worthy. If I don't know, like them, no crochet items. True. No, before I started selling my crochet items, just so you know, I'm not bashing people who give it away because everybody doesn't need to have a business. Sometimes people do crochet for love. But that's what I did for the first. I didn't start selling and stuff until like 6 maybe years ago. I stopped selling custom made crochet items, but when I began the whole business part was like 6 years ago. And before, like everybody else, I would just make a hat and give it away, or make a scarf and give it away. And it was just something I loved to do. And everybody would say, "Oh, you should sell your items." Oh, and I'm like, I don't know. And I've told this story before, but my very first item that I sold for only $25, it was a crochet, somebody wanted for their son. It was a Batman scarf with a Batman hat that had the flip over eye mask, and I crocheted and like single crochets the Batman emblem around in like the black. It was gorgeous. I took days to figure out because at that time I was a little bit cheap and didn't want to find a pattern, so I just figure out how to make the stitch or whatever for the emblem for the Batman. $25. And then the girl tried to stiff me on it, like, because I'll let her pay after I made the item. She's like, "Oh, I don't got the $25. I was so mad. I'm like, I can't go to the store and say, "I'm sorry, if you don't." My Ask Google just popped up and asked a question. I don't know if you guys heard that on the other side. Do do do. Hook crochet. I made a bag for my BFS using Karen Cakes that with that Navajo technique, and I told her it was worth $300, so I'm gifting it to her. But if anyone asks, she should say she paid that much. Yes, I had to learn that the hard way. Where you give your family discounts, and then the next thing you know, that family discount tells everybody she got this item for $15, and I'm like, no, 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 that was just for you. So that's the worst. There we go. I seen somebody that had a question. I think I lost it. Oh, I'm so behind on my comments. Okay, Dawn Brenton. Okay, she said, I need advice. I have a gamer that works for Facebook and wants me to crochet sneakers with his logo that he is going to raffle off for $5 a ticket. How much should I charge him? I don't know. Crochet sneakers, one, I hate personally. I don't like crocheting shoes bigger than baby shoes and the simple slippers that just wrap around your foot because I can never get them both the same size. I'm not sure. How much time are you putting into it? How much yarn are you putting into it? And just to figure out this pattern yourself, I don't know. Guys, comment down below. What would you sell crochet sneakers for? I've never sold crochet sneakers before. Those are much more intricate. I've sold the simple stitch slippers. Slippers for 35 bucks. But those shoes, I don't know. Gotta be. Sneakers itself is well over $100 and they're not making each stitch by stitch. I don't know. All right. Gregory Short said that part. What part? I missed it. All right. Bring it 815. I tell people not to quote my prices that give them my contact and give them my contact information. Great idea. Iris Jenkins, right? Same as happened to me. Made a custom order and then they did not have the money. I learned how to get my money first, and if they think it's too much, just let them go. I always say this. Let's say you're getting into the crochet business. A lot of people give up that very first year and say, it didn't work. Whatever information you gave me, it didn't work. I tried. It doesn't work. You're lying. You're not going to make any money the very first year. None at all. The first year, you're basically getting your name out there. Like you, nobody knew me a couple years ago, but the more I put myself out there, the more I promoted myself, the more I made myself seen, people started ordering from me. When I was doing custom orders, I was in Facebook groups all of the time selling like those flea market groups, not specifically sell your craft items here. I learned people truly don't go to those groups except for craft or creatives themselves. I was in at least 20 flea market groups posting twice a day. Anybody looking for crochet items for a baby shower? Anybody need a scarf? And I show pictures of my beautiful work. If you want more information about this, come join me in my own Facebook group and I'll leave a link to my Facebook group. No, they wouldn't buy from me today, but they would see me every single day. And in 3 months, when they had a baby shower, they'll go, I'm going to go to Alicia. They're not going to go to Sally because they don't know Sally, but they've been seeing me every single day for the past 3 months. So they're just going to order from me. So I built up my own personal Etsy. Because when you're on Etsy, you're a needle in a haystack. Nobody's going to find you. So having my own Facebook group and working within Facebook, I promoted myself for free. So don't fall into the traps of, I listed my stuff on Etsy and I haven't had a sale. Most of my sales on Etsy came from self-promotion. Never buy from them unless you want to lose some money. Just self-promote yourself. Don't, Etsy is not your business. You do business on Etsy. Does that make sense? All right. Reggie's back. Alicia, I'm sorry, going to hop off now and deal with my computer. Hope no trolls get you tonight. That's all right. We'll let the trolls roll off of us and we'll tell them hi and I'll kick them out if I see them. If not, they won't damage us. Sometimes it's funny to read exactly what craziness they write. But thank you so much for helping and I hope you get your computer fixed up. CC Cozy Corner. Yes, deposit is good to make them pay for the material and make them pay the rest before you give it. Yes. Gregory says they don't. Cindy. I am a RPG gamer, Dungeons and Dragons, and I have a dice bag to sell for 20. See, I think this is the what's that? I don't know what that is. Okay. Let's scroll up and see what else is in the chat. Dieta said, read my post above. Okay, let me scroll. Dieta. I can't find you, girl. I don't see what your post said. I can't find it. There you go. Dieta, did you answer my question regarding the pattern for the blue and white crochet sandal? What was the question? I'm so sorry. I miss that all the time. I don't know what that question was, so I better scroll up again. Scroll. Okay, girl, you might have to just type that one again. Whisper SD dye for custom yarn dye. I make them pay in full price ahead. Definitely. That's something I truly want to try and I've been afraid of. So I can't wait. I get to talk to Barbara on. Then we schedule for Monday. I would love to learn all about how to dye yarns. I have this cool name like Littlejohn Yarns, and I do nothing with creating and coloring yarns at all. I get so many questions and emails like, "Oh, what type of yarn do you sell?" I'm like, I don't sell yarn. I make crochet patterns. Or what's I'm like, so maybe I want to grow up and be like you and learn how to dye yarns, and hopefully I won't like stain my whole house. There we go. Oh, do you offer the pattern for the sandal blue and white ones? Yes, I do. Let's see if I can add that into the live stream. Give me a second. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get all this stuff from behind. Here we go. Copy. All right, yeah, this is going to pop up in the live in like 2 seconds. And if you're joining me, everybody raise their cup. Cheers. Have your afternoon wine. I guess if it's home, it's Saturday, Sunday. All these days are like basically the same. Here we go. I'm going to crochet sandals. Okay, yeah, this should pop up underneath in the description. All right. What have I missed? Oh, Deanna gave me a cheers. All right, CC Cozy Corner says I've been working with Amazon Handmade, and I've made a lot more profit, more than Etsy, by the way. Just a heads up. See, that's a market that I've never done before. I remember when handmade Amazon first came out. I was still doing custom orders, and I was thinking about getting on there also. But I was intimidated. This is before I got my courage just to get up and go and try things. And I'm like, should I? Would I be able to keep up with the orders on Amazon? Are they going to take too much? So what do you exactly have to do? And how much does Etsy take? Not Etsy. How much does Amazon take as a profit? Or do you have to have a certain amount? That's something I've never done before. Oh, Cindy says, I've got to go. Everyone stay safe and social distance. I can't have wine, diabetic, but I raised my Diet Coke and took a drink. Everybody raise your cup or Diet Coke to Cindy. Thank you for joining us here today. I appreciate it so much. I know the live isn't as it usually would be. Usually. Too many sips. It's a lot different. Well, it probably seems the same for you, but for me, I'm living on a completely different device right now. Oh, I should see if my phone has enough batteries. Okay, I still got 32% on my phone, so I'm doing okay. Hey, Virginia. Hi from Beaver Falls neighborhood. That's not too far from me. Beaver Falls is, I think, an hour and a half north. You're north of Pittsburgh, I believe. I'm south of Pittsburgh in Westmoreland County. Okay. What else is going on? Okay. I'm not going to keep this live stream going too long. If you guys got any more questions, let me know what's going on. I've been trying to think about what our next live stream. Hopefully, I can get Barbara in here on our next, as soon as next Saturday. If you're not too skittish about it, I'll try to keep the. I know it can be scary to be live, but I'm pretty good with yip yapping because I've been yip yapping for an hour and 4 minutes straight and haven't stopped talking yet. So that's not too bad for me. I'm good with filling the air. Deidre says, gotta go. My hub. Hi, hub. All right. I guess we don't have. Oh, okay. I was just about to get off, but Brittany815 came in with a question. How did you build your crochet Instagram page? I'm going to keep it real with you. My crochet Instagram is nothing like some of the other crochet Instagrammers. I maybe only have 2,000 or something followers on Instagram. I know other people that have thousands. The way to build your Instagram is actually being active on Instagram, actively commenting on other people's stuff, actively putting pictures on Instagram. I am absolutely bad at it. If you're doing like seeking out custom orders, I definitely recommend promoting yourself all the time on Instagram because there's people like, ooh, that's pretty, that's beautiful, and they'll want to purchase from you. I know, I always mention her. Her name is Crochet by Carol Ann's daughter. She is an absolute crochet whiz on Instagram. Me, I'm more or less still focused on my oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Oh, I'll get back to that. I dyed my daughter's hair pink. So when it's done, I'm going to have to show you my daughter's hair. I'm the quarantine salonist. But back to the Instagram. You just have to, oh, what she did. Her work is beautiful. She does giveaways. And every time she has a giveaway, she's like, hey, tag a friend and make sure they click or whatever, like my page or whatever, and, you know, become a friend. And she gets all of these people all the time. I just don't have enough time to promote into it because I'm spending a lot of time writing blogs. I'm spending a lot of time editing videos. If I could just had another person to help me or have my own little social media marketer, that would be so great. I think that's the problem with us crocheters trying to make money in this. We have to take on so many hats. We have to be the customer support. We have to be the marketer. We have to be the designer. We have to be the creator. We have to be all these hats. And then you're like, I don't have time for this. So for me, I spend the most time on the things that make me the most money. For me, the most money comes from my blog, and the most money comes from my YouTube, and the most money comes from pattern sales. So right now, that's where I'm focusing. I want to start branching out to more. I have my own marketing book that teaches. I've written that teaches you how to market yourself and to grow your own audience. But that's been sitting in my Google Docs for months, just sitting there. I just need to find the time and energy to get that out there and finally get it published. Okay. Carla, I love the way you explain things. Even for non-native English people like me, it's really easy to understand. Oh, thank you so much. Where are you from? Dieta, thank you, Alicia, and everyone. You put some sunshine in my day. So nice. Oh, thank you. Iris Jenkins. Alicia, have you ever made bookmarks? If so, what kind of yarn would you recommend? I've never made bookmarks, but I've seen people make the bookmarks in that crochet thread when they make those beautiful, was it fillet or whatever? Those like, what are they? I can never. Is it fillet? Like fish fillet? That type of yarn where it has like it's like I'm losing my train of thought. It's almost like lace crochet where there's holes and spaces in it. They always use that thread. But I'm guessing you could use anything for a bookmark. Acrylic yarn, cotton yarn. But I guess you wouldn't want anything too thick. Or it's a bookmark. It wouldn't matter. So I recommend using any yarn. You gonna let them see your pink hair?
Sure, does it look that right now?
Yeah, it looks pink. You don't have. I can face the
No.
camera to you. Oh, no. I'm just turning the camera. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You touch. It's up to you. Look. This is what we do during quarantine. She's like, I want it pink. I'm like, are you sure? Get your hair pink. I'm going to have to bleach it. She's like, I want it a little darker hair, and I want it pink. And so we went over to the local drugstore, and we bought some bleach, and we created pink hair. Isn't she so pretty?
And there's Isaac.
And there's my son in the back. Oh, he's gone. That's my laundry I didn't put away. All right, let's see. Idle, did I say that right? A yarn tube. Your daughter's hair is fantastic. Carla says she's gorgeous. Cece Cozy Corner says, oh wow, it looks amazing on her. That is the my daughter's messing with the camera. That is the benefit of being 19. When you're 19, you can color your hair pink and purple. And since she got that beautiful, luscious hair of lion's mane, she would look cute in anything. You guys, okay, I'm telling you my business now. Her hair is so thick. She has more hair on her head than in one little ponytail than I do on my head. Just to get this nonchalant, like I just woke up curly do, involves like 3 hair clip-ins and me rubbing my hair in hairspray just to get this. It looks bad now. I just been on camera too long just to get this floofiness. And she just has to wake up and she has this gorgeous locks and mane and she can bleach it, beat it up, and it doesn't fall out. It's not fair. Okay, Whisper SDI. Did you put the yarn behind you before you turned yourself around? Hmm. I don't know. You talking about the yarn back there or the yarn that I lost of yours? I don't know where that is. I found your yarn.
Just have to look down.
Yeah, I guess I dropped it to the floor. I didn't know where this was, but this is the yarn from Whisper SDI. I'm going to link her after the show's over. She has gorgeous yarn. Look at this. I don't know what I'm going to make with this. What do you think of it, Jada? Now my daughter, she's going to be like, she'll want something. Well, I would rather my daughter tell me she wants something with it. She's shaking her head yes.
Another slouchy hat.
You want
If you finish though.
Yeah, I still owe her a slouchy hat. I have this tutorial just sitting on my phone because I record everything on my phone. That's halfway through. It's just a slouchy hat. Nothing complicated, but it's her slouchy hat. But that's her go-to. Slouchy hats when she doesn't feel like doing her hair, when she goes to school. I guess one of her classmates in college told her, like, slouchy hats is your thing, huh? I'm like, I made her that thing. Elle says, oh my gracious, it's so pretty. I've been toying with the idea of dyeing my locks pink fuchsia lately. I'm scared, which is unlike myself because I love exploring colors. Know it, if you can rock it, do it. Me, once you hit 40, like I don't have enough hair on my head to stand the bleaching right now. Deanna says, that yarn is to die for. So beautiful. I know. I'm so weird. I sniff yarn. I love it. So, Barbara, this is going to be a slouchy hat for my daughter. I'm going to make sure I take a picture and I'm going to tag you in it so everybody knows I got this beautiful yarn from you. Ooh, Hook Crochet, I'm back. Hubby needed help from the garage. Wine run. Our liquor stores are finally starting to open up, but luckily I am a wine drinker, so I can still get mine from the grocery stores. But before everything shut down, my husband had bought us 4 boxes of wine to hold us over during this, social distancing quarantine thing. And I'm like, we finally made it to our last box of wine. I'm like, wow, we did good. That lasted a real long time. And he's like, we've only been quarantined for a month. I'm like, oh man, I've gone through 4 boxes of wine in a month. Well, he drinks it too. It's just not me. It makes me sound like I'm a horrible person. Carla, I'm Portuguese, sorry, tongue-tied, from a little city called, I can't pronounce, Aveiro, but I live in the UK since 2010. Thank you for joining us. That's so amazing. See, I would love to travel. One, I would love to learn to speak another language. I've made this joke before. A person that can speak 3 languages is trilingual. A person that can speak 2 languages is bilingual, and a person that speaks 1 language is American. I would love to speak another language. So, language I always want to learn to speak is Spanish. So, hopefully, when I take the time and find the time to do so, I'll have one of my wonderful Spanish-speaking followers would love to become friends with me and we can have conversations. But I hate being the person that's 40 years old and I cannot speak a second language when the rest of the world can. Idle yarn tube. Sales of alcohol have gone up by 30% in the UK. And America too, because a lot of ours are now online sales. So you have to get online, order your liquor, and drive to the store and pick it up. They've had more sales than they ever have. I guess wine and liquor is just like toilet paper. People are like, we're going to run out, buy it all. I can't talk about people because right before they closed up all the stores, they're open now. Not all the stores, but the way we can buy alcohol. We did buy 4 boxes. I mean, we bought 1 roll of toilet paper, but we bought 4 boxes of wine. Whisper SDI. Stores are open here, but the contact professionals have closed their shops. Hairdressers, nail designs, etc. In America, well, in the state of Pennsylvania, they're implementing a slow opening, which is going to be in 3 stages. Let's say the first stage is red, which we're in now. That means you all stores are closed except for essential. Then it'll be yellow, where you can still eat at restaurants, but only for pickup. But nail salons and stuff like that will be open. Then when the green, that'll be open for business. I believe that for us in Pennsylvania, that is going to start on May 8th, but who knows? All right. Oh, hook, hook, crochet. Word of the day. Spanish word for crochet. Pronounce tahid. Tahid? Spanish word of the day. Tahid. I learned one Spanish word. Thank you so much. Here we go. Deanna, no stores open here in Southern California. Online, everyone is out of yarn. My mother-in-law, she's making a sewing mask, and I'm helping her sell those masks online, and she is packed. But what she's having trouble finding is elastic yarn. All type of elastic yarn is out. She's ordering from craft stores like Joann Fabrics, and they're like 48 hours behind, like overstocked. If you go into Walmart, you're only supposed to go to the grocery stores or whatever for essential items. And my mother-in-law was in a craft section looking for fabrics, and people are looking at her like, that's not milk, that's not toilet paper. But she does, these are essentials because she's making masks for other people, but fabric is gone. uh, Thread gone. She was saying she was there, and there's like 3 other crafters looking at this bin of pink thread. She's like, "What can I make with pink thread? I need some thread to sew these masks up." But luckily, she's, as I am a yarn hoarder, she is a seamstress crafty hoarder, so she had a lot of like thread at home. But materials and elastic, she is having trouble. Whisper SDI. How, wow, that is quick, as we in Holland have been in this for 2 months nearly, and measures are not letting up until May 11th. Girl, I guess I don't want to politically offend any side of the, American Republicans, Democrats, left, right. I think we're opening up a little bit too early. Yes, we have like the most corona deaths in the world. We right now, the curve is flattened. There's a reason they wanted the curve flattened, not for us to open stuff up so we can get sick again. This is not over. We need more time, but our president wants the economy to get back to business, and people are getting antsy about being home too much, and it's a lot. So I'm not gonna publicize too much, but I do think we can be closed a little bit more. But at the same time, I'm still working. I still have my job, so I'm fortunate enough to be able to pay my bills. So I can see how some people can be upset. But personally, for safety, I think we need to stay closed longer, because we're not done with this at all. Because as soon as we start opening back things up, it's going to start happening again. All right. Gina, in the UK, try ordering from Gillian's Glad Rags. She still has stock and a section for masks. Ooh, that's good, sir. You guys aren't running out over there? Let's see. TDSM19. Cut open old clothes with elastics, or cut up ace bandages for substitute elastic. I never thought about the ace bandage. See me, I'm the promoter for her, since I'm great with marketing. She doesn't know how to do a lot of these online things, and how to do PayPal or Cash App. So I'm running that part of the business for her, because I'm not a sewer. And I know she's exhausted. She's been working around the clock. She's getting at least, I don't know how many orders a day, but she's made a good bit of money. But I know she's tired. She realizes right now is either feast or famine, because never ever again will she get these many orders. She tells me, like, I get so amazed on how you learn how to make money doing craft. When I was young, I tried to do this and I couldn't. Well, this is my mother-in-law. They didn't have the internet like they do now to make money. For you to promote yourself and make money, you had to go to craft shows in 1980, and craft show attendees are super cheap and they're always looking for a deal. Nowadays, online, you can find your target market for the people who want to buy stuff for you. Okay, HGIB, what is it? Hot, okay, HGIB3. Knit t-shirts have a lot of elasticity if she cannot find elastic. Make the straps to tie behind the head or use headbands from the dollar store. Good job. No, that's a good idea. I've seen a lot of people are now starting to just create the tie mask just to alleviate that issue altogether. Cheryl says I ordered elastic from eBay and it took less than a week from California. Ooh, I did just order. I forgot to put my earrings in. I did just order some yarn for her from Amazon. They said that's going to show up on the 24th, but I know Amazon has been, not yarn, elastic. I know Amazon has been behind, which has been bothersome because I'm so used to getting my items in 2 days. I pay for Amazon Prime because Amazon is my favorite place to just go and click and receive stuff in 2 days. And to receive stuff in like weeks stink. Deanna said old ties from sweats are good for the ears on masks. Okay. Oh, Mama 12. I bought so many full bolts of different fabrics when a local craft store went out of business last year and bought 1,000 feet of elastic. That was a good find. uh Outer yarn tube. Somehow I think wearing of masks is going to become a lifestyle, so making masks is a good business idea. You know what, you're right. Even when things are opening back up, an event as big as this affects the world and how we as people continue to think. I'll This time next year, people now are thinking I don't want to wear a mask, that's weird. Eventually I'm always going to think, I'm always thinking about the germs now. Yes, washing hands and everything isn't new, but truly thinking about what I'm putting my hands on or what is in the air, I'm super cautious of it. People who lived through the Depression always had that savings mentality up in them. They always had that waste not, want not mentality their whole life because they lived through an era like that. Us as people who are living through this pandemic right now, we'll always have that era of, we'll be the era of germaphobes maybe. Always wearing masks. Okay, where are we at? Oh, Deanna says it took 3 weeks for her order from Joann's. Joann's is super backed up right now. Okay, Brenny815, I'm a health care worker. I only wear a mask at work. I've always practiced good hygiene and preventive measures. Deanna, other countries wear masks on a regular basis. You're right, they do. And I think it's about time we do too. I was at the gas station. I was completely sickened. There's this older gentleman. I'm at the gas station with my mask on. I got plastic gloves on. There's this older gentleman. This is before the governor said we have to wear a mask in public. I was wearing a mask before that. He's going through his wallet, licking his thumb, going through his wallet, looking for his credit card, then touching buttons. And I'm like, oh God. I've never paid attention to that before. Or I'm seeing like coworkers like turning the page or something, just licking her finger. I'm like, oh. So yes, I'm more conscious of other people's cooties than my own, and I'm more conscious of how I touch my face because I'm a big face toucher. I always think by holding my chin or whatever, something like that. And now when I'm away from home, when I'm at work, well, we have to wear face mask at work. I don't want to touch my face. Oh. Coco Crochet, welcome to my OCD world. It's cozy in here. It's a nice little OCD world, but these people outside of it is so dirty. Carrie says, my grandma lived in the Great Depression, and what you said is true. That thrifty mentality is always there. Gigi the Crochet Queen. I wore my crochet mask in dolphins colors and got a compliment, warmed my heart. I hope you're walking around with like business cards in your pocket because somebody's gonna be like, "Ooh, that's cute," and you're like, "Right here," because you're a walking advertisement and your work is gorgeous. Another person, definitely check out. She's a crochet YouTuber. Her link is, look for a little icon, click on that, go to her page, subscribe, then come right back to this live. Oh, I forgot. I usually mention this. I don't mean to just bring it up now. Oh no, I got 15% left on my battery. We're going to talk this through until my battery's almost dead. If you would like to help support this channel, you can always support through Super Chat. To do that, you would click down in a link below if you're on a mobile or if you're on a laptop or a computer. There's a little dollar sign right there. And when you do, okay. Are they in the drawer?
No.
Okay, and when you do, you donate. I have these little things. Here we go. Are these that go off for $4.99 and down? The disco light goes off. For $9.99 and down, the bubbles and disco light goes off. And for $10 and up, the balloon, the bubbles, and the disco light, they all go off at the same time. So thank you. You can always help support through Super Chat. It helps me continue to make videos like this, and hopefully I want to make Littlejohn yarns my all-the-time career. All right, let's see. Classy Kim Crochet. I keep my business cards on me because I always have a poncho on when I leave the house. Actually, I've noticed your ponchos, like especially in some of your other live streams, you always have the cutest ponchos on. I've made one. I don't know where it is. It's in red. I need to make a tutorial for it. So I should probably start. I can't find no time to make tutorials at all. Eventually I will. But guys, check her channel out. She wears the cutest things on all her videos. Here we go. Sunset Creation says, someone had said something about using Q-tips to push buttons on ATM machines or card machines in store. That's smart. I just had the gloves and I like use my knuckles. I seen someplace they had like this little foam board like stuck right here with a whole bunch of toothpicks. So you could take the toothpick off, press the elevator button, and throw the toothpick away. So it's like the same thing with Q-tips. That's pretty nifty. Crystalline says, you ladies and gentlemen have a good day. I'm going to leave and get some dinner ready. Oh, sorry you have to work. I'm one of the lucky people in the world where I never have to cook dinner. I'm not the best cook. My husband cooks. I'm talented in other things, but he's an excellent cook, and I never have to do that stuff. Ah. Fictional story time for adults by Mari. In Missouri, where I live, we hope by May 15, come sooner, I got cabin fever. I feel it too. I'm a homebody. My cabin fever is like the reverse. I still want to be home, but I don't want my kids in school yet because I don't want them getting sick, and it's good that they're home and are not in school. But I miss when my elementary age child went to school. I miss having that time in the morning. That time in the morning I devoted to Littlejohn yarns and able to do my craft. And now, love you too. Look, my daughter has her mask on. See? Give her a cheek. Love you. Okay. Be safe.
Yes,
Hey, Isaac. Can you close your door? I got something to say one more time about him. Can you close your door for me?
yeah.
Just close your door for me. Okay. Guys, I don't know if you just getting here. I added this before. My son's birthday is coming up on May 27th. If you guys wouldn't mind, down below is my P.O. box. If you would like, would you be able to send him a birthday card in the mail? My P.O. box is, it'll be under Isaac Littlejohn. That's his name. It is P.O. Box 274, West Newton, PA 15089. He doesn't get to have a birthday party. His friends can't come over. We can't go and do something fun. Usually for his birthday, we skip school. Me and my daughter will take him someplace fun and we just have a ball. But unfortunately, he's a little bit sad about, oh, who could crochet? I have Gemini Boy 2, 529, hence the one. Yeah. These boys, girl, it is work. Is your little Gemini boy, is he your baby? Is he those Geminis, I don't mean they group zodiacs together, but they true. He is either sweet as pie or too much. I love him to pieces. But happy birthday to your Gemini boy too. How old is he going to be? My Gemini boy is going to be 9 years old. This is his last year of single digits till he moves on to the big 2 digits. Ah. Oh, your baby is the second born. My baby is the baby. My oldest one is 19. She just turned 19 this past month, and he is going to be 9. Yep, there is a 10-year age gap. But it was perfect for me because they never got jealous of each other. Isaac never wanted anything of Jada, that's my oldest, and vice versa. Excuse me, my daughter is actually more motherly, I should say, disciplinary motherly to him than I am. I always see, she's like, Isaac, don't do that. Isaac, you shouldn't do that. Than more of like a fighting brother and sister. Uh, Bobby B, do you mind if I send him money? You don't have to. I don't want to be the person that says send my kids money. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. But definitely don't have to. Just a card. I'm whispering. Just a card that says hello is fine enough. That'll probably make him so happy. Like, oh, wow. The funny thing is, my son thinks I'm famous just because I happen to be on YouTube. He sees other YouTubers. He truly thinks I'm famous. I'm like, nobody knows me. I chat with people online, but nobody truly knows me. So one day he was on my, he'll poke his head and he'll be on my live stream, and he's like, I'm famous now too, Mom, aren't I? And I couldn't break his heart. I'm like, yeah, us ladies and gentlemen just think you the greatest. He's a sweetheart though. All right. Mama 12, it's not bothering me. Oop, I lost what she said. It scrolled. I lost you. Okay, Mama 12. It's not bothering me staying in the house. I'm in the house crafting every day anyways. Actually, Mama 12, how are you doing this? Her name says it all. Her name is Mama 12. I know you have still, I know some of your kids are grown, but you still have several kids that are in school. My daughter, she's in college. She's doing online school right there, but I don't have to help her. She's okay. She's independent. My 8-year old, I'm losing my mind. Trying to keep with all these homework assignments, and I'm still working my day job. I work the midnight shift, so therefore I'm waking up at 4 or 5 o'clock and trying to squeeze all of this day's lesson in the evening with dinner. It's just chaotic. Like, how are you surviving? Let's see if she responded. How do you spell your son's name? Actually, it's in a description box below. I spell it Isaac. Isaac Littlejohn. Always, me and my husband, we don't have like pet names for each other. My pet name for my husband is Mr. Littlejohn. So if he comes in the house, I say, "Hey, Mr. Littlejohn, how you doing?" So my son, I call him Little Mr. Littlejohn. So that's my pet name for him, Little Mr. Littlejohn. A little redundant, but it's cute. L says, I have an 11-year age gap between my boys then. Got flipped and had my girl last. 2 under 2. I can't keep whining here. Oh, 2 under 2. Are you okay? Oh, quick story. It sounds a little bit sad, but it's not too sad. I was talking to my girlfriend on the phone, and I'm just being chaotic during school and trying to do Little John yarns and trying to do schoolwork and keep everything balanced. She asked me like, "Are you okay?" And when she asked me that, I was like, "Oh, how much battery I got left? Oh, I got 7% battery left, so we still got a little bit more time." I'm like, "I can't do this. This is horrible." And I've been it for her, and I felt better. And then, I know I shouldn't think about social media, but you can't help but seeing these awesome pictures of these moms and grandmothers on social media doing these activities with these kids, and like, wow, they're having a great. Uh oh,